During World War II, 3 Jewish brothers from Poland escaped the Nazis by hiding out in the dense Belarusian forest near their home.
We're family. We have to stick together.
By the end of the war, over 1,000 Jews emerged from the woodland where they'd been evading capture for years.
Our revenge is to live.
The true story of the Bielskis, played by Daniel Craig, Liev Schreiber and Jamie Bell, only came to light when their surviving children shared their tale. Touvier, played by Daniel, took charge of the slowly expanding group as more and more people escaped ghettos to join the partisans. And although Mr. Craig is used to playing an action hero, playing a real-life hero was a very different matter, especially when they didn't have the best of reputations to begin with.
They never pulled their punches. But I think that's what makes them interesting. I think that's what gave them the strength to survive the war the way they did, and the way they didn't just survive. They succeeded in surviving, and they survived by creating a community, which just makes the story just fascinating.
Brotherly banter didn't just stop on set, however, with Liev persuading the director, Ed Zvik, to write more scenes for Daniel and himself in Russian.
I think the trick to getting the dialect right is to try to get the language first, and then you sort of have there's a bridge.
I had one scene in the movie where I spoke Russian, and because we did it, and apparently we did it quite well, then Ed suddenly got this idea that we should do lots more in Russian, and Liev, being the swot that he is, probably just encouraged him.
And it seems Liev wasn't the only one learning on set. So was Billy Elliot star Jamie Bell.
I was intimidated as well. Especially playing a brother and having brothers. I come from a all-female background. I grew up with my mother and my sister, and spent most of my time in dancing class, not climbing trees or playing with guns or the kind of things that these kind of guys got up to.
When it comes to fighting, though, look no further than Liev, who takes action scenes seriously. Well, sort of.
People always mention that they talk about the action stuff and they go, oh, that's really remarkable. And I think, well, no, it's not. They gave me a loaded gun and arrow like this.
Defiance is out in cinemas across the UK now.